j'aimerais commencer par faire une mise à jour à propos des vaccins.
The first 4 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine are now...
Right after the National Cabinet meeting talking about the vaccine rollout.
Will now be made
third dose.
Between the three vaccines that are available to us now, the Pfizer, the Moderna, or the Johnson & Johnson, do you have a favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Welcome everyone, docB here, and welcome to another episode. In our early age, a suspicious killer arose in the northeast of Africa. This demon attacked skin cells, spleen, and bone marrow. It was strange and unknown. Egyptian people was the most infected. They were scared, disastered. Overnight, a whole empire was facing a suspicious killer that took lives of millions. Everyone was praying and asking for not being the next victim. And in a very short period of time, this killer was spreaded throughout the globe. In that time, if you had fever and started vomiting and getting rashes all over your skin, you know that disease is now inside you and is trying to finish you as early as possible. And if you are one of the 30% of unfortunate infected people, you will live your last days. If you are a lucky one, you will have scabs and rashes all over your body for the rest of your life. You see, if he couldn't kill you, he will leave his signature in your body to remember him and to inform other people that they have to stay away from you. And everyone could be the next, though it will change your life in any ways. Wait, there is more. Literally, the whole world was facing a threat out of control. And if you were living during that time, the only thing you will wish is a hero can fight against this murderer. You'll think about a protective measure or a way to avoid this disease. Wait, there is more. According to a book titled Correct Treatment of Smallpox, a Buddhist nun living in a very famous mountain in China named Oh Mi Chan figured out a strange protective process to avoid this disease and protect other people. Just imagine how she did it. Was it a plant? No. She grind up smallpox scabs, grind them up, and blow the powder into the nostrils of healthy people. And then voila, you're safe. And don't forget to say thanks to your aunt. Shay. I know that you'll say, docB, how this process protect people? I knew that you'll ask me this question, so listen to me. This nun recognized that people who recovered from smallpox never get it again, and to simplify it, she tried to make a weak version of smallpox and give it to healthy people, like a gift. And they didn't get this disease later. But don't underestimate this technique, because this is the base of one of our most important achievements. Wait, there is more. This process was called variolation, the first registered attempt to stop a disease in our large history. And after a while, Lady Mary Waterley Montague, longest name I've ever seen, and the wife of the British ambassador in the Ottoman Empire. While she was walking in Istanbul streets, she recognized this aging technique, and by the way, those streets are so beautiful. She had the permission to test this aging technique on sex prisoners at Newgate in England, and thanks to its productivity, in 1722, some of the royal family were very elated. But this time, things had changed. Rather than using pipes, they used needle the British way. Wait, there is more. You may be so happy because we finally found a technique to stop this disease. But let me stop you, my dear, again. About 2% of people died from this procedure, and the virus killed 14% of natural infections. You can say that it's better than nothing. But the more critical problem was the expensive price and charges of this process. It costs a lot, so only rich people had the ability to afford professional care. So, in every time we thought that we found a solution, we face more problems. But don't be negative, my dear. As I say, always the hero came from the most unexpected places. So, wait, there is more. In Sudbury, near Bristol in England, a surgeon and physicist named Edward Jenner heard a diary maid saying, "I shall never have an ugly, bashed face, cause I had cowpox before." The sentence was so interesting for Jenner, and it was true. In countryside, milkmaids never get smallpox, because the majority of them had cowpox. You see, we said that only rich people had the vaccination opportunity, but life is fair, because some people in countrysides didn't need it, and they showed us one of the most important achievements in our history, if it's not the most important discovery in our history. Let's return to Jenner. First of all, cowpox is a skin disease that infects cows. Jenner thought that if we used cowpox to infect healthy people, they will have a sort of protection against smallpox. And it's time for the test. In May 1796, Jenner took a little bit of the pustules of Sarah Holmes, who had cowpox. And guess what? She was a milkmaid. She got cowpox from the udders of a cow named Blossom and used it to inoculate James Phillips. And after a few days, he recovered from cowpox. The result was no smallpox effects. We did it, mate! We finally get the weapon to end this microscopic killer, smallpox. It wasn't good, and you got what you deserved. And in case a virus is listening to me right now, listen to me. Don't do what your ancestor does, and stay away from us, because there's always a person like Jenner. And after Jenner did more tests, the results were good. And after a while, vaccination was accepted as an efficient way to stop smallpox. You remember the hero that I talked about? It's the cow. Yes, it's the cow. This friendly animal that helps us to save millions of people. And if you're thinking about the origins of the word vaccination, let me surprise you, because you're saying cow for ages without recognizing it, unless you're an Italian, because cow is vacca in Latin and vaccination is smallpox, so we were saying vaccination, cow pox. So next time Don't forget to thank cows for their help and their huge favor to humanity. Wait, there's more. Let's go now to the interesting part. According to the WHO, in 1796, the world's first vaccine against any virus was developed by Edward Jenner, and it reduced smallpox globally. And in 1958, the government of USSR called for the eradication, not just eradication, the global eradication of smallpox. And after a global corporation, WHO declared smallpox free from the humanity, from this world. Yes, it declared smallpox eradication. And in 1979, and Jenner is always remembered as the father of immunology. Smallpox, the game is over. After killing millions of people, 500,000 deaths in Europe only every single year. In the 20th century alone, around 300 million people died. And this was the story of one of our greatest achievements. I hope you liked today's story. Subscribe if you want. And always remember that knowledge is your real treasure. Bye. Don't forget to watch the video about... You'll see it.